In a rare move, the First Lady Mama Rachel Ruto has come forward to ask for forgiveness. Yes, you heard that right. In an unprecedented plea, she acknowledges the government's failure to meet its promises, something that no political leader would typically do unless there was a genuine crisis.
Mimi nikisimama hapa kama mtumishi wa Mungu, ningependa kuwaomba msamaha. Mambo mengi pengine watu wanasema serikali wangefanya hivi, serikali wangefanya hivyo, na pengine tumeanguka. Tulipiga magoti pale na tukasema kwamba tutaongoza serikali, na pengine hatujafanya hivyo vile mlikuwa mnatarajia. Mimi nikisimama hapa siku ya leo nasema kwamba tafadhali tusamehe kama kuna jambo tumefanya, kama kuna jambo tumetamka, na tunaomba kwamba Mungu atusaidie hata katika the next dispensation. Mungu atatusaidia, maana yale yote ambayo hata tumeweza kufanya mtu hangeweza kufanya kwa uwezo wake. Mambo ambayo hayakufanyika miaka 50 tangu Kenya ishike uhuru, ni Mungu tu ambaye alituwezesha kufanya hivyo. Na pengine tu kuleta hatukufanya vile ulikuwa unatarajia. Pengine mnasema kwamba serikali ingefanya hivi, tumesikia imejenga barabara kule, mbona hawajajenga, mbona hawajafanya hii policy kutusaidia? Mimi nikisimama hapa siku ya leo nasema kwamba mtusamehe, na Mungu atusaidie katika siku za usoni ili tuweze kufanya kazi pamoja, na tunajua kwamba ushindi wote unatoka kwa Mungu. Nataka kuambia kwamba tunawapenda, president wetu anawapenda, our first lady anawapenda, deputy president anawapenda, najua kwamba wanawashughulikia usiku na mchana. Na mnapoombea nchi yetu ya Kenya, tafadhali mweze kusema majina yao mbele za Mungu, maana sio rahisi kuongoza watu milioni 45. Mwashike mikono kama vile Musa alishikwa mikono na Aaron na Hur wakati walikuwa katika vita. Msipotushika mkono, msiposhika wa president mikono na kumweka juu ili aweze kushinda hii vita, inaweza kuwa ngumu. Na naita kanisa ili tuweze kufanya hivyo, kumshika wa president mikono ili aweze kupata hata nafasi ya kucheka, apate nafasi ya kulala vizuri, na pia Mungu aweze kumtembelea.
A storm is brewing in Kenya's political scene, one that could change the country's future forever. The whispers are growing louder, the warnings more urgent. Is President William Ruto on the brink of losing his re-election bid in 2027? With growing frustration from the public and unfulfilled promises piling up, many are questioning if this administration has what it takes to turn the tide. But just how desperate is the situation? Could this be the beginning of the end for his second term? Let's break it down.
We are soon going to call for a national prayer to call all corrupt people into account, and for those who fail, we will courageously declare curse upon.
This is just political theater. It is a recognition of the anger that has simmered across Kenya due to unmet expectations and broken promises.
Lakini tutaongeza vijana mpaka wafike vijana 10,000.
Ranging from affordable housing to job creation. This move comes in the wake of what can only be described as a public outcry. During a recent visit by President Ruto to the Embakasi East region, a crowd greeted him with a chant of uongo lies.
Kwenda nyumbani. Anahinga yuko hapa na tumekubaliana vijana 18,000 saa hizi, lakini tutaongeza vijana mpaka wafike vijana 10,000.
Ruto!
Andika Ruto kikuja sowe.
Ruto.
Hapa ni Ruto.
Yeah. Oye Ruto, finance bill. Na kona escort kubwa. Hey. Hey, makara utupu. Hao wanajeshi. Ambu.
Hey. Bani. Nimeona hiyo barabara nikakumbuka ingine nilisoma kwa Biblia. Ati barabara ya kwenda mbinguni ni ngumu. Mimi naona hii yenu karibu inakuwa ngumu kama hii ya kwenda mbinguni.
Wewe ni mwongo.
Naona hii yenu karibu inakuwa ngumu kama hii.
Mwongo.
Tayari.
Mwongo.
Mimi nimeita Director General wa Kera.
Mwongo. Mwongo.
Yuko hapa kwa na Kinoti.
Mwongo.
Na nimemwambia bwana Kinoti.
Mwongo.
Mimi nitampatia pesa.
Mwongo.
Hii barabara. Ukirudi kutoka Christmas.
Mwongo. Mwongo. Mwongo hiyo. Hapana.
Na ni kati ya barabara nyingi ambazo tumekubaliana na gavana.
Mwongo. Hata kukukaribia na kuambia ni uongo. Mwongo.
Jambo la tatu
Mwongo.
ambayo tumekubaliana mbali na barabara zetu.
Mwongo. Mwongo. Mwongo.
Pia hapa maji tunapanda mara mbili.
Mwongo. Mwongo.
Mara moja.
Mwongo.
Ile Northern Connector Channel ambayo ilikuwa inatusumbua miaka hiyo yote.
Mwongo.
Sasa hiyo Northern Connector Channel
Mwongo. Ruto must go. Uende nyumbani.
Anahinga yuko hapa na tumekubaliana vijana 18,000 saizi, lakini tutaongeza vijana mpaka wafike vijana 1000.
Uongo. Uongo. Ruto uongo. Hakuna. 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 Haiwezekani. 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 Ruto. 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 Uongo.
Droning out his speech, it was a powerful moment, a moment that encapsulated the frustration felt by many Kenyans. Promises that were once grand and hopeful now ring hollow. The people are tired, and the government's attempts at spin have failed to convince the masses.
We are soon going to call for a national prayer to call all corrupt people into account, and for those who fail, we will courageously declare a curse upon them.
A storm is brewing across the nation as new battle unfolds between the Anglican Church and President William Ruto's government. What started as partnership of prayer and politics now seems to have turned into full-blown confrontation.
In the government, before it speaks, has a major problem of denial. And we take this opportunity to advise more specifically Honorable Gladys Chulei and the other leaders with whom they have dared criticize the Catholic bishops that they should go slow on their attack on the Catholic bishops and the church leaders whenever we speak against corruption in this country.
The bishops are no longer just praying, they are calling for action on corruption, accountability, and unmet promises that are now shaking the foundation of this government. In an unprecedented move, the Anglican Church of Kenya, AKC, has issued a list of demands aimed directly at President Ruto. Mega corruption cases, state appointments, the mysterious prayer warriors at State House, and even the president's promise to cut foreign travel expenses. These are just the beginning. The bishops are calling for transparency and accountability on all fronts.
We therefore make these irreducible demands to the office of the President. We demand a publication of all the people who have been convicted or charged of mega corruption cases in this country. Secondly, we demand from the President a publication of all state appointments he has made since he took over the office before and after the creation of the broad-based government.
But it's not just about public perception. The economic reality is even grimmer. After months of denial, the government is finally admitting what every Kenyan has known for a while. The economy is shambles. The cost of living is unbearable. And despite claims of inflation being under control and the Kenyan shilling stabilizing, the daily struggles of ordinary citizens tell a very different story. From rising food prices to the pressure of securing basic needs, it's clear that the promises of an economic revival have not materialized. In fact, just a few months ago, top officials like Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua were celebrating what they claimed was a steady economic recovery. But as the months pass, it's clear talk doesn't fill the stomach. Kenyans are no longer buying into the narrative that things are improving. So, what does the government plan to do now? In a desperate attempt to rebuild public trust, it is purporting toward humility and transparency.
Another more direct question that emerges every now and then is whether public policy in this administration is in furtherance of service delivery to citizens or just in aid of political strategy. It is undeniable that for many Kenyans, times are hard and the struggle to meet their daily basic needs remains daunting. It is also true that these conditions have persisted for a number of years now, leading to much frustration and anxiety.
The First Lady's public apology is just the beginning. The administration is now acknowledging the dire economic state and pledging reforms. But the burning question remains. Will this be enough to repair the damage done over the last few years? There is no doubt that public trust has eroded, and fractured government is struggling to find a way to heal these wounds. With every passing day, the countdown to 2027 grows shorter, and the political landscape is becoming increasingly volatile. As the 2027 election looms on the horizon, one thing is clear: Kenya is at a crossroads. William Ruto and his administration managed to turn the ship around? Or is the damage irreparable? Only time will tell. But right now, the stakes are higher than ever. Keep watching because this political drama is only just beginning. Stay tuned for more updates on the unfolding political crisis in Kenya. The clock is ticking and the future of the nation hangs in the balance. This is Stephen, GC News.